I'll just quickly whiz through the colours. We've got ultramarine, lemon yellow, Payne's grey, alizarin crimson, raw sienna, burnt umber and light red. I'm using the large Ron Ranson hake, and this is 15 by 11 Fabriano £130 watercolour paper, and this is just clean water I'm putting on. Just wetting it all over nice and evenly, and then going into raw sienna, just raw sienna on its own, and then cleaning the brush, and ultramarine, just coming from the one side and just bash it in from the side. I'll do for that, leave a nice light area over here on the left. And then just add a little bit more colour to the sky. I'm just going to mix alizarin crimson and a bit of Payne's grey. More Payne's grey because the alizarin and the light red, they're very, very strong colours. A tuber that'll last you for ages, much longer than the other colours that you've got on your palette. And then I'm just going to try and keep it nice and subtle. And just remembering, obviously, as it comes down towards the horizon, they get narrower and narrower. I think I'll just leave it at that. Maybe just have a bit of reflection down the bottom. And I'm just going to dry this. I may be wet it just slightly too much then, but you can see how the paint is running down the page. I don't want it to run too far down, so I'm going to dry it a bit. So I'm just switching back, still carrying on with the hake. I want this nice and wet now, so I'm going to mix burnt umber, ultramarine, maybe a touch of raw sienna as well. And I'm just going to sort of just try and very loosely try and just suggest a bit more water. Just try and suggest just a sort of hodgepodge of buildings. But you need plenty of water to do this so that all the colours sort of blend in together. Now there is a nice light coloured building down there, so I just want to try and preserve that. And there's another one. Just make sure you keep dipping into the water to make sure the colours are sort of blending one into the other. Now in the distance there's sort of jots out into the sea, and then there's bits of land, and then there's some rocks. I mean, it doesn't really look like much at the moment, but hopefully it'll come together. Try and level that up a little bit. Just leave that like that for a little bit, and then down here I'm mixing raw sienna and lemon yellow. There's like a little beach area there. So I'm going to try and make that a bit more distinctively sandy coloured. And then we're back over on this side onto the sort of cliff colours. And there's sort of more rocks and stuff, and they sort of jut right the way out. So you just want to redefine that beach area. And then along this side there's like a little, like a harbour wall. And a few more dips and dabs. You can see it's very sort of very loose. If you can imagine the sort of buildings. I'm just pull this tight a little bit. I mean, it's almost sort of semi-abstract, but it can look very effective. Maybe suggest just a little bit of, plenty of water there. Maybe just. I'll just give that a quick dry first before I go any further. Just going into the touch of burnt umber and into the blue. Plenty of blue, and this will be the. This is the sea. Now while that's wet, I'm just going to try and get a little reflection